game rules. You could argue till you're blue in the face about so many different rules. What makes the game good? What makes the game bad? What's broken? How do you fix it? Does it need fixing? These rules are based on 30 seasons of up and down. Now, we have a new generation system coming out. So this rule, some of them maybe won't need to be there next year. Maybe we need some new ones next year. It depends on how things go. We just want it to be the best experience possible, right? For me, why I think if I'm a good commissioner, why I'm a good commissioner, is because I don't care. I don't care about winning Super Bowls. If I win one, fantastic. If I miss the playoffs, I don't care. If I get blown out, well done. If I happen to blow you out, not going to happen. But let's say I did. I enjoy the day. Life goes on. It doesn't make me a better person. Good. My thumbs were great. I just love the game. And how you react after the game, how you operate within the game, that what defines you as a person. Not because your hezzy was smooth. Sometimes when I'm hezzy, I run the wrong way for a little bit. Makes me mad. Life goes on. In game, the idea is to keep it fresh, keep it real, diversify. You can use a play a maximum of twice per drive. Newsflash, that's running the same play a lot. If you're running the same play twice every drive, I don't like that. That's not very good. Are you in trouble? No. Because you haven't broken a rule. If you don't break a rule, you're not in trouble. But don't be that guy who runs the same play 12 times. If you had 6 drives, that's a lot. But that was the balance that the league thought was okay. I say you never run the same play twice in a game. Try that one on. I've done it. And I've won with it. I also lose a lot of games. I'm not very good at the game. You must punt or kick a field goal on 4th down when in the lead and it's longer than 4th and 2 to go. This rule does not apply when on the positive side of the 50-yard line in a one-score game, 8 points or less, in the 4th quarter. Let me explain. Now, a lot of the game rules are designed to make it that when you're having a bad day, you don't have a bruised chin from balls slapping off your face. And I'm not just talking about your defender never put up his hands to catch the balls. So, with that in mind, you imagine what kind of a dick you'd have to be up 20 points and go for it on 4th and 5? We don't do that here. So here's a rule. On 4th down, if you're trailing, be as big of an idiot as you want. You're allowed to go for it. I suggest you don't, but you're allowed to. If you're winning, you gotta be a gentleman. You kick that ball. I don't care if you think you'll get it on 4th and 3. I don't even want you to get it on 4th and 3. I want you to kick that man that's having a hard day the ball and then go play some defense. So 4th down, you kick a ball. Now, we learned the hard way in playoffs one year where somebody was on the positive side of the 50-yard line, 4th and 5, in a way that the score made it that it really made sense to go for it. So the rule is when it's a one-score game in the 4th quarter on the positive side of the field, the 4th and 2 rule does not apply. Chew clock must be on when you're up by 21 points. It does a couple things. One, shortens the game. That way you don't have to just keep banging your head against the curb for the whole time. It makes the game go faster. Now, the other thing is this. When you're up by 21 points and you have chew clock on, that doesn't give you 8 years to do your 5 changes that you do before every play. You have to come out and it's just a little bit more of a simple game. So just know, it's the rule when you're up 21, chew clock must be on. If you feel like getting a half a little bit quicker in the final 2 minutes, regardless of score, you can burn out the half and chew the clock. You can use chew clock anytime in the 4th quarter. Must be trailing by 2 scores, so 9 points or more in the first 3 quarters to go no huddle. Or anytime you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you can go no huddle. Regardless of score, after the 2-minute warning, you can always go no huddle. You must concede when your opponent reaches 50 points. I don't care what's going on in that game. You've given up 50. Take your L. You deserve it. Here's the deal. In this league, we can't have 84, 83 finals where people are getting these crazy stats, basically colluding with each other. Not a thing that happens here. 50 points, game is over. And I don't care if you were kind of close, thought you could come back, whatever the deal is, you give up 50, concede, L, get out that game. If somebody does not concede, they are going to be losing dev attributes and participation points. Now, if somebody concedes too early, they haven't given up 50 points, and they just step out the game, they could lose all those things as well. Don't ever quit a game. If you ever quit a game and your opponent loses stats, that, regardless of track record, could be grounds for immediate removal. We'll see how next gen plays, but bottom line is this: you're allowed one motion. You're allowed one formation audible. Do not be going from formation to formation, motioning and then back. You put a guy in motion, you're snapping that ball. You're not sending him back. There's no, I put him over there, I don't like that look, he's going back. When you put him in motion, that's the last thing you're doing. The next thing you're doing is snapping that ball. There is no going back. One motion. You can snap while in motion if the game lets you. But bottom line is, once that motion starts, your next thing is hut. To fake a kick on fourth down, you must be in position that you'd be allowed to go for it on fourth down. You must be trailing to attempt an onside kick. On defense, you must rush 3 players every down. No YouTube nano blitzing. That's not what this league's about. If you send more than they're blocking and it comes home, fire. But don't go looking for, hey, this glitches this out, this glitches that out. Don't be that guy. You cannot run a blitz out of the same play twice per drive. And I know you're thinking, okay, I won't call pinch bucko twice in a drive. But it goes deeper than that. You can't be even in a coverage shell. Like, say you're in a cover 4, but you do this, this, and this to send 5. You can't blitz out of the same play, even if it was manually adjusted, twice in a drive. You can't call the exact same defensive play out of the same formation twice in a row. Now, hypothetically, given the words here, you could go nickel 3-3-5 and call cover 2 man, then go dime 1-4-6 and call cover 2 man, and then you could go to nickel 3-3-5 again, call cover 2 man. You've been cover 2 man the whole game. Diversify, right? Just know that's how it's worded, but adjust your play calling. So if you are dying to be in a cover 2 twice, let's say now it's 3rd and short and you really want some hard flats on the field, then switch the formation, call a cover 2. You can't call the exact same defensive play twice in a row out of the same formation. Now, that being said, call some cover 4, some cover 3, some cover 2, cover 9, cover 6, blitz out of this, blitz out of that zone, blitz out of this man. Diversify. Do not sit and cover 2 man all day just switching formations. I don't know if there's any scum kicks on PS5, but don't be sniffing on YouTube to find a scum kick. Who wants to win like that? This league is not about that life. Now, let's say you kick it and it causes a safety. Some weird animation where he catches it and goes out of bounds, just at the sideline, catches it at the 1 and drifts to just behind his goal line and out of bounds. If you create a safety on a kickoff, you then, on the punt return of the safety punt, you have to run it back into your own end zone and give them a safety right back to reset it. If your kick takes that guy out of bounds at the 2-yard line, on the first play, you have to let him run to the 25-yard line. No greasy scum kicks. Again, hopefully they're just not available in PS5, but if they are, that's the rule. And that concludes our look at game rules.